We're out here in Belfast today. I'm shooting with this camera. I haven't shot with this camera for a long time. I just want to have some fun, go around the city and do some street photography today. But before I start my day, I need to get some coffee. Thank you. Okay, have a good one. I want to talk a little bit about this camera. This is a Sony ZV-1. This camera is actually made for vlogging, but it has pretty much the same sensor as the Sony RX100 VII, which is a very good sensor if you think about street photography. To be honest, we don't need much. And a lot of the times I think about gear or what people want or prices of thing. Sony RX100 VII is about £1,000 at the moment, and this thing you can get it online for like £400–300 or even less depending who is selling it, and he produced the same kind of images. The only difference is like the lens on the RX100 goes to 200mm, which is a lot compared to this. This is a 24–70, which I think is great. I don't really use longer than that, to be honest. Most of the day I'm only using 28. And I like having this, sorry it's very bright here. I like having this external viewfinder just because I'm so used to shoot film. It just makes it easier. So it's a very small camera that I think, like, honestly, I don't really need anything else if I'm just outside on the street. And it's just so small, so easy. You put it on your face with this viewfinder. And I also like that doesn't really give you the exact image that you see on the screen. It gives you something a little bit different. I just love this little thing. It is easy enough to use. I'm using all manual. It's just simple and I can just go out and take photographs and not really worry about anything. I've been shooting with that little camera now for an hour and a half, and it's just like really nice. I think coming from film, it's really nice to have something that you can just fire away. You don't have to worry too much about it. A lot of people complain about their batteries, but generally I think if you carry like 2–3 batteries, it should last you the whole day really if you're shooting a lot. I'm still on my first battery and I'm not even like halfway through it. If you're doing video, yes, the battery is gonna go really fast. But if you're just taking photos, it's not gonna go that fast, to be honest. You just buy more batteries, so it's easy enough. The day's been pretty chill. It's very quiet outside. I mean, if I compare to Dublin, it's just a different city, I think, but I'm getting used to it. I did take some shots. I'm not sure if they're gonna be good. I'll show some stuff here. It's always hard to make these videos because I usually have to show you some of my photos. But I always debate if making videos and taking those photos is something that helps my photography or not. I think in a way it does because it put me out there and I have to take more photographs. But in another way, kind of doesn't, because I have to be worried about making videos and taking photos, which I like, but I think it's much easier when you are focusing in one thing rather than focusing in a bunch of things in the same day. But I'm having an amazing day. It's just nice to be out. It is very warm and I'm just enjoying it. Stopped here, we'll have that pint and then go back to the streets to take more photographs. One thing that I'm learning this year is that gear matters, but not that much. which is kind of sad because we like to believe that we took a bad photograph because of our cameras, but a lot of the time it's not really the camera, it's our fault. So it's just like a hard thing, but I'm trying to learn and understand that like my photograph's not going to be better if I have this camera or that camera. What's going to make me better is going outside every day and producing work all the time. That's what's going to make me better. I'm back in my house now. I spent the entire day shooting with this small camera, and the idea of this video is just to make you think about your own gear, because me myself a lot of the time I be thinking about I need this new lens, I need this new thing, and I know I do think gear matter and things they can help you to make better work, but sometimes you don't really need that to make better work. It really depends on what type of work do you do or what type of industry do you work on. If you're just really a street photographer, you can get better cameras and get different results, but like really something like this is more than enough. Of course you can have preferences, and like I like shooting film and I really like shooting with my M4, but when I want to shoot color or when I want to just shoot away and not really worried about film because film is expensive, I just bring this thing with me. And again, it's so easy, it's so simple, it is cheap, and also there are cheaper cameras than this. You don't really need to even have this exact one. There are plenty of cheaper options. I have a Nikon D200, which I think is £80 at the moment or even cheaper, and that camera is beautiful. It is old, but I really like it. The only thing, it is very big. It is a huge camera, so I feel like cameras, you really have to think and feel what you want to use and feel the camera. I feel like YouTube is full of like all like those reviews and people explaining like pixel peeping shit, and I don't really like that. I feel like we should be talking about what that tool makes you feel. How does it make your work? And I think this helps me because it's just so small, it's just so easy, and it also takes the pressure off. I just need to get out there and take photographs, so I just grab that and take photographs. It's as simple as that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take photos every day.